always recommend running an up-to-date version of Google Chrome when using Blackboard and Blackboard Collaborate Ultra.
In this video, we'll show you the basic navigation of Collaborate, where to find your tools, how to do a recording, and how to adjust your settings while you're in the session. So to start off with, over in the bottom right, we'll see the navigation panel. By clicking it, it expands it out into the chat. You can see two different chats to start off with, everyone and moderators. Next over, you'll see the attendees list. This lists all your students and guests who have joined the session. I personally like to change this so that it's not in this menu, that it stands alone. So in order to do that, you come up here to the three dots and click more options and say detach panel. And that will make this attendee list a permanent part of your instructor canvas. Next to the right, we have share content. So we have the share whiteboard, share application screen, share files. You can do polling, and you can do breakout groups. We'll cover a bit of these later in another session. Next, we have My Settings. And this is where you can initially configure your camera and your audio to make sure it's working if you join the session early. Simply click the set up your camera and microphone, and it'll run a wizard that'll walk you through everything. Notification settings is where you can adjust your notifications for the session. So whether you get a pop-out, an audio alert, or a browser notification. This is all based on personal preference and what you like to know about what's going on in your session. Session settings. In this option, this is where you can control what participants can do in the session. You can do this while the session is running, so you can turn on or off features at any time. If you turn off share audio and video and draw on the whiteboard, then all that the students would be able to do would post in the chat messages. And then it comes to your question period. You could turn on the share audio and video and then answer their questions one by one. If you want them to be able to draw on the whiteboard or your PowerPoint space, you can enable that option. The last option I want to cover is how to record a session. And so it's not in the Collaborate panel, it's actually in the hamburger menu in the top left. By clicking that, you'll expand the list and there's an option to start recording. Select Start Recording, and the session is now being recorded. And you can tell by seeing the recording icon just below the hamburger menu. To stop recording, click the hamburger menu once again and say Stop Recording. I hope this session has been helpful and informative. Join us for more information about Collaborate in our next session.